You will accomplish much more in this world through acts of compassion than you do through acts of retribution. No one is born to hate another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. I'm not a saint, unless you think of a saint as a sinner who is constantly trying to be good. Lead from behind and let others believe they are in front. I learned that courage is not the absence of fear, but the victory over it. The first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never impact society if you don't change yourself. There is nothing like going back to where you have remained unchanged to find ways in which you yourself have changed. If you speak to a person in a language he understands, it goes to his head. If you speak to him in his language, it goes to his heart. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. A good head and a good heart are always a great combination. But, when you add a literate tongue or pen, then you have something really special. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemy. When a person is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become a criminal. Don't judge me by my success. Judge me how many times I fall and get back up again. I'm an optimist by nature. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I can't say. I have come a long way to freedom. I have tried not to falter, I have made missteps along the way. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then, he becomes your partner. Peace is the greatest weapon for development that everyone can have. To be free is not just to throw off one's shackles, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Tackling poverty is not a charitable task. It is an act of justice. Money will not create success, it is the freedom to make it that will create success. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all people live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. I like friends who have an open mind because they will serve you to see all problems from various points of view. To be free is not just to throw off one chain, but to live in mutual respect and increase the freedom of others. It all seems impossible until it is proven. There is no easy road to freedom anywhere, and many of us must pass through the valley of the shadow of death again and again before we reach the top of the mountain of our desires. I've never really cared much about personal prizes. One doesn't become a freedom fighter hoping to win awards. We owe our children, the most vulnerable citizens in any society, a life free from violence and fear. I hate discrimination and all its manifestos. I've fought all my life, I fight now, and until the end of my life. A person who deprives another person of freedom is a prisoner of hatred, he is locked behind bars of prejudice and narrow-mindedness. I am not really free if I take someone else's freedom, just as I am not free when my freedom is taken away from me. Only freemen can negotiate. Prisoners cannot make contracts. The key to being happy is living life as if no one is watching and expressing yourself as if everyone is listening. From the experience of an extraordinary humanitarian disaster that has lasted so long, a society must be born of which all humanity can be proud. I can only rest a moment, for with freedom comes responsibility, and I dare not linger, for my long journey is not over. There is no such thing as partial freedom. A child is born free. Anyone can rise above the situation and achieve success if they are dedicated and passionate about what they do. Politics can be strengthened by music, but music has the potential to oppose politics. The purpose of freedom is to create it for others. I value my own freedom very much, but I care more about yours.